Welcome back YouTube, Tutor UK, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. More stuff for the room. Updates on the lighting. We have lights. I swapped the lights over. Don't know if you can tell, probably can't. These are shitloads brighter. Made a bit of a boo-boo because I thought they were dimmable. They're not dimmable, so they just stay on. But they are significantly brighter than the last ones. I'm hoping it just brightens it up a little. They're meant to be daylight bulbs. Ice cool blue, I think. Meant to be like the equivalent to daylight. So yeah, we swapped all them over. And hopefully it might be a little bit better. I just felt like it was I said to the missus, I said, I'm sure these bulbs are failing, but their LEDs are either on or off. They're not like incandescent bulbs where I think they start to lose their brightness. Although I don't think incandescent bulbs do that either. But it just felt like it. I don't know why. So I swapped them over anyway, and we've got a full complement of light bulbs, so you can see my ugly face. What else has been going on? Yeah, the elephant in the room. I wasn't at Dana's Black Country gaming event. Absolutely gutted. It was a situation outside of my control. It wasn't my choice. Thing happened, and I just didn't go. I couldn't go essentially. So for whatever reason, I still don't know the actual reason why. But Fob decided he just weren't having a jar of it. And subsequently, yeah, we didn't attend. I didn't attend. It was very, very last minute as well, so I had no recourse. Unfortunately, really feel bad for letting Dana down, to be honest, because I know it was his inaugural event, and Harper. But yeah, I just couldn't do anything about it, guys. What it means for the future, and Lizard Retro, probably non-existent unless anybody else is interested in installing. Wants a co-pilot, wants a stalling out buddy or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, I don't drive, but more always willing to sort of pay the way kind of thing. And location-wise, obviously, you don't want to be, say, up in Leeds and I'm down in the Midlands, because it ain't going to work, is it? But I say at the minute it's probably done and dusted. So moving forward, you probably won't see me at many, if any, events. And that's the way it is, unfortunately. There's not anything I can do about it. I can't fix the issue. I don't have the ability to fix the issue, because I don't know what the issue is, essentially. But it's one of them things, life moves on and we move on. That's just how it is. So, yeah, bit of a sad note, but that's life. That's life. Game-wise, I forgot to update this. Immortals Phoenix Rising. I really like this game. I didn't think I was going to remember. I said it was a poor man's or a shit version of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I actually really like it. Really getting into it. About 60 hours in now. It's less complicated than Breath of the Wild. I'll say that. The combat seems to be a little bit more easier. Well, easier for me anyway. There's less buttons that you have to sort of mash together, kind of thing. And I love the puzzles. The puzzle elements in this are really good. So yeah, I'm playing it. I'm playing 60 hours in. 60 hours in. Right, other stuff. That's what we came for. It is cardboard heavy, man. Cardboard heavy with a je ne sais quoi dash of some PC Engine fucking loveliness. I have a fistful of manuals for some of the boxes that were manualless, and going off the back of Doncaster, I managed to get an Army Men Sarge's Hero manual. That will complete that one. Again, some of these you probably won't remember, but I've got Festus Quest. I was missing Festus Quest. This was a biggie to get. Parasol Stars 2, Rainbow Islands. Parasol Stars, Rainbow Islands 2 even. Manual. That completes that one. Bloody amazed how expensive that is. Defender of the Crown. I was missing that one. I got a nice box from CEX. This was really weird because it was all sort of water damage. You can still see it a little bit, but I doused it with some water and ironed it, and it's come out okay. Come out okay. I'm quite happy with that. Captain Planet, needed that one, and Wizards and Warriors, I needed that one. So oh yeah, I got the box here, so that completes that one. So a couple of like just rounding off some of the games that were missing their bits and bobs. I hope everybody did have an enjoyable day at the Black Country gaming event. It looked amazing for the size of it, you know, and the videos I've seen and the reviews and people's thoughts. So well done to Ant and Dana. No mean feat, no mean feat. And hopefully it lays the groundworks moving forward for you guys. Because, you know, as I discussed with Dana, it's the way forward. Big, massive hall, cheap tables, get everybody in, and everyone's a winner. You don't need to be fucking milking it for every single last pound, pushing the price up. There's no need. And I think it's proved that. I think they've proved that. Right. Some NES, boxed NES, boxed NES. Like, again, guys, these are not new games to me. These are just me trying to complete some of the boxes. Because why not, for shits and giggles, essentially. So we got the other version. Actually, these are all, yeah, these are the Codemasters. Let's have a run of Codemasters here. So Super Sports Challenge. This is the sort of not the plug-through version. I had to buy this off eBay. There is a difference to the boxes, which I wasn't aware of initially, but yet there are differences. This is the plug. This is the non-plug-through one. This is the standard cart. And the backs are different to these. So Micro Machines as well on the this is from CEX. That one's seen me eBay. The rest of these ones are from CEX. Again, been sat on the shelf for a while. That's got literally everything in it. Really nice copy that is. Cosmic Spackhead, Cosmic Crackhead. This didn't get a plug through. I don't think it did. So it's just a standard cart. Again, the only thing really letting that down is that bit there, but tough one to find. And Dizzy. So Dizzy was the one that tripped me up because I thought they were just the same boxes, and it wasn't until I looked to get in this. Which is this one? This is the plug through. So this is the plug through one, and it wasn't until I started to look to get the standard one that I realised the boxes are different. Very subtle differences, but they are different. I think there's something changed there, something's changed there, something's changed there, and there's a slight difference to the back as well. So if you are hunting some of these down, especially the ones that are plugged through and standard, they can trip you up because they are different boxes. Look very, very similar, but with slight differences. Again, one from CEX. You have to get it. You have to get it. We've got Barbie. All nice and complete from CEX. Can't argue. One of these high-tech releases. I know watching a few of the lads. I think Mr. Bads, Sean, Retro Games Revived. They a lot of these high-tech did a lot of the sort of cartoon. The tie-ins, like the cartoons and, you know, some of the IPs and stuff. So, yeah. Not sure how they managed to acquire certain licenses like that, because outside of that, I'd never heard of a high-tech Expressions before. But say they did some of the cartoon type ones, like Hong Kong Phooey and stuff like that. So, weird. Right. We'll do some N64. Do N64. This box was sold to me ages ago. Could have been before Christmas, well before Christmas, I'm sure of it. By Boofy lad, Ant. I can't remember what he's called now. He changed his name that many times I bloody can't remember. And it was just a box. He did me a great deal on it, and it's Batman. Batman of the Future. Was it Return of the Joker? Yeah. You know, an honest box. It's had a 9. It's had a bit of gluage. Now it was just the box, so I had the manual already. I had the cart already. I was missing the manual. There was a manual on eBay that I was watching for the longest time, and as soon as I got that box, a bloody manual sold. So then I was looking for another manual, and I think I got this one slightly cheaper than the one that I was looking for. Again, it come from the continent. I think the previous one was Germany, and I think this one might have been France, or it might be the other way around. I can't remember. It weren't cheap. It probably ran about 50 quid, which is a lot. But when you complete that with that, you know, it probably pushes up to about £200, £250 game. So many thanks to Ant Boothie, lad, for that box. Did me a solid, mate. And yeah, eventually I get there. Like, you know, when people very kindly do me these deals on these bits and bobs, I always finally managed to piece them together. Come hell or high water. Another one that I pieced together. This was purchased from CEX. Missing the manual, but the box was in really nice condition. Again, another sort of tricky one that can go for daft money. Tigger's Honey Hunt. So I don't tend to show you games now that aren't complete. And yeah, I had to buy the manual separately. That definitely come from France. I think that was like 15 quid. But again, it adds the value. It adds the value of it, and it makes it complete. You know, I know some people ain't bothered. They don't really care if it's boxed or not. You know, the old Nintendo cardboard. But yeah, if I'm gonna get them, I might as well get them complete. And in days gone by, I would have sold on the cartridge for that. So yeah, I've got a garage full of stuff that needs to find home. It would appear. This one was an Umanara. It got again from CEX. Not an easy one to find box complete. It has been in the wars. Get it an iron. Give it a bit of gluing and sticking, and it looks presentable. It probably won't mean much to anybody unless you collect N64. It's Jerry McGrath Supercross 2000. So yeah, the box is a little bit ropey, to say the least. But when I got this from I should have took a picture. It was pancaked basically. It was awful. The worst of it from the front is that little nick there. It is complete though. It's got the manual and obviously it's got the cartridge as well. But yeah, forget a box protector. I need to buy some box protectors. Whack it into that, and it probably won't look too bad. But again, not a cheap game. Not a cheap game to find. It's getting weird with the N64. Some of these games that you kind of would have just brushed off, they're just creeping up, and up, and it's not your standard big titles. And I know it kind of happened, was happening or happens with like the SNES and stuff, but it stabilised. But the N64 just seems to be doing weird stuff. I don't know why. I'm guessing people may be more inclined to be picking it up now. I don't know if they've ran out of stuff to collect, like a bit like me. They're diversifying in what they're trying to pick up. Let me move them out of the way a minute. But yeah, this just seems odd. When you're sort of hunting for stuff like that, you notice these sort of trends and patterns. And then when you stop, you don't. Like with the Mega Drive, I couldn't tell you what a game's worth now. You know, like, I don't know, look up there. Like Flink. I don't know what Flink's worth now. I couldn't tell you. Because I'm not in that market, if you like. I'm not looking at those games. But when you do, you sort of game collect, I suppose, as a hobby. You do sort of tend to see fluctuations and patterns and trends. Odd. Right. I'm going to jump to Atari 7800. We're not doing any 7800 for a while. We did a load of Atari back from Doncaster. Lovely little bundle of 2600 games. We've got some 7800 ones now. I believe with these, there's three here. Three kind of tasty titles. I need 10. 10 for the UK or the PAL release. So I think the US, I think there's 7. I think there's 7 more, but if I'm just looking really at the UK side first, And if the US ones crop up, then fine. If they don't, it's no bother. I think these were separate buys. This one I had to buy in a bundle. It's not the nicest condition one. It's not the worst condition. And it's Alien Brigade. It can go for quite mental money, to be honest. Not going to lie. But again, I give it a bit of an iron. Squared it away a little bit. The bottom always tends to curl. You can see it a little bit there. Because there's nothing there to support it. But by all intents and purposes, quite a good game, this is Alien Brigade. I'm still yet to hook up the 7800 because basically I've only got an OSSC and an LCD here. I have got the old B&O behind me there for ease of use. That is what's there. So yeah, Alien Brigade, Fatal Run. This looks very much like Technocop to me. Where it's like a drive-in and then it turns to a side scroller reading through it as well. But again, not the nicest of boxes. I think this come in a bundle, or did I buy this separate on its own? I can't remember. It's been ages now. I've been sat here for a while. One of these two definitely came in a bundle. I can't remember which one it is. I've got a feeling it was Alien Brigade. But yeah, that can be a tricky one. Some of these 7800 games, if you drop lucky, if there's none been on eBay for a while, and then someone lists one because they've got no reference point, you can kind of get a bargain. If there's a couple that have been on there, that kind of pushes the price up, keeps the price up. This one, I've not seen another one of these. This came from, I believe, Germany. It's brand new sealed. It is the only PAL exclusive. So if you are looking for 700 games and you're just going for ones that were just ever released on PAL, this is the only one. So you could have, it's a little subset in and of itself, and it's Sentinel. Now I believe it's based on the actual 16-bit game, 3D isometric. You can't tell from the back because it's got. They did this with a lot of the Atari games. They bundled in the alternate language within it. But yeah, you've got a bit of a sump going on. My voice is cracking. But about 35 quid, I want to say. And they've been on there a while, been watching it for a while. I think I bought it with the Doncaster money. Some of my winnings. But you know what I do? Sell some stuff and buy stuff that I don't need. But it funds a hobby. Well, it used to. Right. Last couple of little bundles. Off of we make Lee Thornley on Facebook. He's a fellow admin on Retro Realm. That Facebook page is fucking dying on its arse. I can't remember where he advertised these. It might have been another group or it might have been that one. I can't remember. But I messaged him and said, look, no, sorry, he didn't advertise these. These were in the background of a picture of some outs that he was selling. And I asked him, I said, oh, have you got some N64 stuff? He goes, yeah, it's just all common. I said, mate, I need commons. So he took a bigger picture and I said, I need these three. But to be honest, I'm only really after the boxes and manuals if they've got them. And what a legend, he basically sold me the box and manuals for a great price. One did need some work, but it's not an expensive game. If I needed to get it again, if it pops up in CX, I could probably do that. So yeah, I basically put my carts to these. And it worked out probably about £10 each. So Forsaken's first up. I don't know a great deal about this one. It looks like some sort of FPS first-person shooter. The Ultimate 360 Deathmatch. There you go. I did have to do some work there, if you see it. Don't know what it is with these N64 boxes. They're kind of like laminated, later release boxes, but the cardboard just, it shreds. It kind of really tears up quite bad. They've all got weird finishes to them. This is another similar one. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Not really a fan of these kind of stealthy 3D games, truth be told. But again, to get it in the collection, quite nice. And what you find with the later ones, they've all got the integrated trays, which are fucking horrible. They're horrible. But I think it's cost saving because the cardboard just feels different. Anybody who's got these will tell you they don't feel as nice, I suppose. And then the last one from Lee, again, one that I thought kind of wouldn't be that expensive. It's about £30, £35 game, maybe more. 007, The World Is Not Enough. Again, probably, you know, more of a take on GoldenEye, or trying to recapture the thunder from GoldenEye. But yeah, weirdly enough, not a very cheap game to find. So a couple more there that we can stick on the shelf. The bulging shelves that slowly running out of space. And then two more N64 ones. 20 minutes that'll do it. This one from CX was absolute fucking win. Not very expensive, 12, 13 quid. Come through, fucking brilliant condition. Top Gear Overdrive, again one of the lower end ones that I just needed. I had some credit. I had some credit from some tat that I traded in, and I bought some credit from Daz, Cons Deloro. He reached out to me. He said, "Look, I've got some CX credit. Is it any good to you?" I said, "Yeah." So, you know, a few of the bits that you'll probably see in later videos had been purchased with said credit, including this one. So, courtesy of Daz, kind of, and my wallet. But he did me a fantastic deal, and yeah, look, you know, he knows I'll always use the credit, which is what I did with that one. So, quite a nice copy. Now, a big hitter, a big one from CEX. I don't think I showed this. I'm pretty sure I didn't, because it was missing the manual. Been missing the manual for the longest time. The manuals don't turn up for this. But what I ended up doing was buying, and I did get a really good deal on eBay. The chap was selling this, the first one and the second one of these. It wasn't a very good description. It wasn't very good photos. I asked him if there's any manuals. He said, "Let me have a look." Come back to me the next day. There's manuals. Took pictures of the manuals. I said, because I asked him, "Sorry, how much would you want for both of them?" When he said there was manuals, he said 85 quid. I'm like, if you take the pictures of the I just want to make sure the manuals weren't fucking rat chewed up, you know what I mean, ratty and all that. So he took the pictures of the manuals, sent me it, and just sent them the money, bought them straight out. When you see this game, you'll understand why. But the box, this box here, I got from eBay. So his manual's in this box, and it's Mystical Ninja 2. Stand go, Guiman. So this is a CEX box, and his manual effectively put in there. But his box wasn't too bad either, truth be told. So it's an absolute fantastic deal. There are deals still to be had out there. And yeah, I was just so chuffed, to find it. I'll just show you the manual. Yeah, so you've got the usual gumph, but yeah, that's his manual. Quite a nice manual. Nothing really to see, but it's there. I don't, like I said, I'm not gonna, you know, there's no point in me fucking lying to you guys saying, "Oh yeah, it's complete," and it's not. It does no one any favours. But really happy to get this one complete. So that's both the I call it Mystical Ninja, or the Guiman games on the N64. There's a couple of big hitters there with old Batman and Guiman, Mystical Ninja. 24, like a couple of PC Engine lovelies here. PC Engine Buttes. From a chap that I know online on Facebook, he had these, and I was like, "Oh, I've got to have them." He did me a deal in terms of like being able to pay and stuff, because I bought quite a lot from him. They are all Super CD-ROMs. They are all shooters, and it's just because I have to have them. That's all it is. I don't get on with this series at all, and it's Super Darius 2. the old fish, the mechanical fish shooter. I don't know a great deal about this. I'm sure if Craig's here again's watching, he'll be able to tell me. It may just be the same as Darius 2 with CD music. I don't know. Lovely, 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 lovely. One that is an absolute belter. Balls hard on the Hue card. This looks to have a lot more cutscenes. I don't know again if it's if there's any changes from the first one. I didn't really know there was a second one of these, to be honest. And it's Image Fight 2, Operation Deep Striker. But some lovely cutscenes. I've not played these. I've not played these in anger. I've been playing what do you call it? Phoenix Rising, and it's got Khadij, Spine Khadij, as my old mate Dad used to say. The old Khadij, Spine Khadij. That fucking mean anything to me. I don't really care. And then the last one, Fantastic Night Dreams, Cotton. Again, the little witch, the little cow bag on the stick, the old shooty shooty. I know that Eddie bought one, didn't he buy a Cotton game on the old engine? I can't remember which one it was. I knew it was expensive. I don't think it's. I think it's a different Cotton. Maybe there's two Cottons. Yeah, because I'm sure it wasn't this one. But that's it. That's it, guys, and just guys, really. Let's be honest. No one else fucking watches. Well, guys barely watch it. 27 minutes in. Well, as I was saying, yeah, there is still more stuff to show. Still some content coming if you're that way inclined. If you are interested in stalling out, I say I don't think Fob is going to be interested in moving forward in the future. Let me know. I'm not on all that Instagram shit or anything like that, so there's means and ways of finding me, probably from other tubers. I've got my number and stuff, but yeah, it'd be a shame not to go, let's put it that way, because it is an enjoyable day out and you earn a few quid and see a few people, but if it's not to be, it's not to be. That's just the way life goes. Right, that's me signing off, so take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye bye.